Are You Afraid of the Dark is a 90s kids show that is just horrifying. It's turned everyone my age into an anxious mess. I can't sleep without a nightlight. I hate needles. Fuck you, needle. Ooh, bloody clowns. No, thank you. We begin as all great horror kids shows should begin. Outdoors, around a campfire, no parents around. I don't even see a single tent. We're just telling scary stories and sleeping on the ground. You got your classics. You got your know-it-all girl. You got your pretty girl. You got your handsome guy. And you got the one black kid. This kid here won't stop sneezing. And it's into his hand as well. Like, it's actually disgusting. He obviously hasn't heard about dab. Destroy all bacteria. This child asks this child a question that probably in the 90s wasn't a big deal, but definitely is a big deal nowadays with what's happened.
Didn't you get your flu shot?
No way.
And this discussion on who is anti-flu shot and who isn't is the perfect segue into this person's horror story.
The Tale of the Night Nurse.
The story begins with two girls saying goodbye to their parents, and these two girls have an entire month without parent supervision. Think of all the stuff you would have got up to if you had a whole month without parent supervision. I mean, I would have been up to some evil shit. I'm talking not cleaning my room. I'm talking just probably sitting in that disgusting room playing Skyrim all day. Ordering Domino's for lunch and then reheating it for fucking breakfast. Some real Project X stuff going on in my house when there's no parents around. The younger of the two, AJ, asks, how are we going to sneak around Grandpa, though? Like, he's going to be around and he's going to be annoying as hell. He's going to be like, oh, bloody, back in my day. How are we going to avoid this dude? And the older one of the two says,
I can handle Gramps.
is that a threat? What does she mean by handling Grandpa? The two girls are having a snowball fight, and one of the girls throws a snowball, and the other girl sort of like dodges it, and it hits a pedestrian walking by. It's actually a woman and her son. And then that woman and son just disappear. I'm no expert in human biology or, the physics of humans, but people don't just go disappearing unless I match with you on Tinder, because those girls love disappearing. They love ghosting. Because they ghost me. It's now nighttime, and believe it or not, everyone is sleeping. One of the girls wakes up, and she hears a weird noise downstairs, so she goes to investigate. This family lives in the same house as Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Also, this girl's really considerate. She has a shirt that says pink on it, just so then colorblind people can also enjoy her nice shirt. She heads down the stairs and finds a birthday cake in the middle of the lounge room. That's not the scary part. The scary part is it's not even her birthday. Now, if the grandpa put that birthday cake there and it's not his granddaughter's birthday, Alzheimer's. That's the only explanation. She turns on the light and the cake is gone. Thank God the grandpa doesn't have a mental illness. He's a sweet old man. I'm glad he's mentally sound. But there's another problem. That means there's ghosts in the house. She looks at the clock and it says whatever time that is. Bloody Roman numerals and it's analog. It might as well just be gibberish to me. Who even knows how to read analog anymore? And then she turns around to go to bed, and that was her first mistake. It's the next morning and Grandpa is making everyone breakfast. And he almost kills his granddaughter. She's allergic to strawberries. Don't put strawberries in her muesli. Pretty sure you got Alzheimer's. We cut to the stairs and we get this really creepy scene where this girl is coming down the stairs holding a bunch of presents. Something about a little girl dressed in like old-timey school dress thing with ballerina music playing in the background. It just screams creepy, doesn't it? It's just horrifying. The creepy kid drops what looks like her dog tags on the stairs, and then she falls down on them and disappears. Yeah, I would be screaming too. Pretty sure she had a PlayStation 5 in one of those boxes. She tells the grandpa what she saw. His voice goes so high-pitched when he says,
You saw the birthday girl?
I did see the birthday girl. Grandpa and the two girls head down to the perfect place to tell ghost stories. The basement. Grandpa explains the story about the birthday girl that she saw.
You saw the birthday girl? You see, a long time ago, a little girl just about your age, JJ.
We'll pause this for a second, just so we're all on the same page of what's going on in this episode. We are currently listening to the grandpa telling a story about the ghost girl. And then that story is being told by a girl around a fire with all her diverse friends. Okay? Good. Let's get back to it. Grandpa explains that the little girl fell down the stairs and broke her leg. My leg! And they hired a nurse to take care of her. Because for some reason, you need a nurse to take care of you when you have a broken leg 24/7. This nurse, as you probably could have guessed, is Loco Crazy Pants. And for some reason, the nurse decided to poison the little girl while she was asleep, killing the little girl. This show might single-handedly be the reason why my entire generation is scared of needles, but not me though. I'm heaps tough and heaps cool. Stick a needle in me, I love it. Go ahead, like, oh yeah, give me that needle. They have a look around the basement and find a newspaper article about, the death of the little girl and the nurse going to prison. And then they also find the dress of the little girl. Kind of weird the grandpa didn't throw that out, but each to their own.
You saw the birthday girl?
The grandpa then says to the girls,
I don't want you girls messing around where you don't belong.
I don't want you messing around where you don't belong. Like, what, the stairs? The fucking hallway to my bedroom? Outside? We were playing outside and there was ghosts. Like, the lounge room? Like, where don't we belong? This fucking house? It's haunted, grandpa. Let us out. Like, if you were saying, like, I don't want you messing around the basement, that's where all the ghost stuff is. Like, fair enough, the basement. Who goes to the basement? Or the attic or whatever. But the fucking hallway to my bedroom and the stairs that I need to climb every morning, like, even outside? Like, they were playing outside and there was ghosts. There's no limits to these ghosts' fucking ability. Where can't we go? This house? This house seems pretty scary. How about we don't go here? How about you move out, grandpa? You got a mansion. Sell it. You must be doing all right. You live in Macaulay Culkin's fucking family home. Leave. So, of course, the girls can't leave well enough alone, and they decide to bake a cake to sort of draw out the ghost. It didn't work. Or didn't it?
Time for your medicine.
Girls tell grandpa what happened, and he ain't happy.
Forget about ghosts and clean up this mess.
A little bit hard to just forget about the ghosts, grandpa, seeing as we live in the most haunted house in history. No, just forget about it. Go to sleep. It's only just the scariest thing ever. Come on, girls. Bedtime. Have your strawberries and shut up. The two girls head down to the basement and see if they can, like, Sherlock Holmes it up and figure out whatever the ghost wants. And then AJ, the younger sister, just for a bit of a laugh, puts on the dead girl's dress. And then she disappears.
This thing needs a better zipper.
AJ?
People be disappearing more than me when someone at a party says, yo, what's that Ranger doing here? You should fuck off. AJ now in, like, the Avatar spirit world is kind of like the girl now. The mother, like, sort of says to her, like, oh, bring your presents down. She might even be, like, in the past. I don't really understand what's going on. AJ takes off the dress, reappears in the present day, and explains to her sister that she went back in time. And her sister just doesn't believe it.
Get out of here.
I'm serious.
This always happens in TV shows. Like, some crazy supernatural stuff will happen, and then one character will just draw a line, and then the other character will tell them something, and they just won't believe anything else. Oh, holy shit, it's Godzilla. Oh shit, it is Godzilla. We need to get out of here. Yeah, fuck. Oh shit, it's another monster. That's crazy. Yeah, right. That's some bullshit right there. Dude, there's literally Godzilla. Like, is it that hard to believe there's another one? You think I was born yesterday? 2 monsters in this world? I'll believe Godzilla, but then another monster? Fuck off. So now AJ comes up with a genius plan to just unhaunt this house. Bear with me, it's a little bit, it's not that complicated, but there's a little bit to it. AJ is going to put on the dress and become the ghost girl. As the ghost girl, she's going to walk down the stairs and make sure she doesn't trip. Therefore, not breaking her leg. Therefore, not needing to call the nurse. Therefore, not getting poisoned. Therefore, not dying. Therefore, not becoming a ghost. Therefore, not haunting the house. AJ puts the dress on, she teleports back to the past, and meanwhile, in the future or the present, depending on where you are, the nurse is attacking the older sister. Holy shit, this is the climax that I've been dreaming for. Cut back to AJ in the past, and guess what happens? She falls down the stairs. What are you doing? One job. The nurse is hovering over the older sister in the present. She's about to stab her. Then she says something.
It seems I'm needed elsewhere.
AJ, still in the past, wakes up. She's like, what's going on? All that crazy dream and all that. The nurse, hovering over the bed, ready to stab her with a needle. AJ slaps that needle out of her hand, lands in a teddy bear. I just picture this teddy bear just catching on fire. AJ starts to run away. Now, don't take this out of context, but little girl, take the dress off and go back to the future. AJ runs around the house for like 20 minutes. She like runs into a closet and like, oh, the nurse is there. And runs over to the house. Oh, the nurse is there. She just keeps running around and running into the nurse. Just take the dress off. Like, fuck me. There's one solution and you just haven't done it yet. Finally, the nurse corners AJ and she's about to stab AJ with the needle. AJ shows the nurse that little dog tag thing that the girl dropped is actually a little thing that says that she's allergic to penicillin, and the nurse was about to inject her with a whole fuckload of milky penicillin. So it turns out that the nurse accidentally killed the ghost girl. Didn't even mean to. That's the meaning of accidentally. Oh my god, what a twist. And that's the end of the episode. This show is like freaky and bloody round the twist. Had some sort of evil, mented exorcist baby. It's horrifying. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed me. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.